to Social Flex and who you at?
So we're going to try to hop into a little thing before our guests come in. You want to open?
It's on me again?
I mean, it can be on me.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, welcome to the Social Flex. Today we will be revisiting a previous topic, toxic. So we're doing toxic episode 2. Well, we're just going to dive in and go into a little bit of a deeper conversation as to what toxic means to each individual person. So basically what it means to you. Introduction, I am Sierra Tompkins. I'm 43, and I really don't know what I am right now.
When did we get to I don't know?
Like, I really don't know.
When did we get there?
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. I don't know
When did it change?
I don't know when it changed.
Just last Thursday.
I don't know when it changed.
What a difference a week can make.
I don't know if I'm single, if I'm not, if like, no, it's not even like I believe I'm still on the market. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. But man, no, I can't hear shit. We won't get into a normal topic.
Well, in that case, I am. Well, I can't wait. I am Carlisa Turner. I am 42. I am widowed and single, and we are the Social Flex hosting guys. Who better than us? Who better? You know somebody better? No, you don't.
I
don't say that.
You do.
You don't.
Not for Social Flex.
So as she said, we are discussing toxic today and what it means to you. I'm so sad that one of our last panelists wasn't here today because I wanted to address something he said on a previous show. He was like, you said, and all the time, remember what I said.
Wait, what? We could.
No, I'm going to address it, but I remember what I said. What I said was I didn't view domestic violence as toxic.
Yeah,
I didn't think toxic and domestic. I didn't. Until we started digging into the episode, to me, they didn't work hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why they
do include,
but to me, I seen toxic as like mutual combat. And I saw to me. What it mean to me? What it meant to me? I thought I seen toxic as like mutual combat or domestic violence more like a bullying situation, but that's not.
See, so
that'll make it right.
So I get that, but I don't necessarily feel like there has to be any type of like I don't know the word that I'm looking for, but like any combativeness or somebody bringing something up.
Interactions with people now and again.
So
I've had a couple of interactions with people who I would say is toxic. I can see the error of my opinion
sometimes
from the last one to this one.
Sometimes somebody else doesn't need a reason or anything like that to have toxic behavior.
I say.
And then, like, just before the episode, I really started, like, getting into deep thought about certain different things because I do get in my head a lot. And one of those things was, do I bring the toxic behavior onto myself? Like, instead of, like, engaging in whatever that is that I know potentially is not going to end up good, is it my fault?
I wouldn't say it's your fault, but I would say sometimes you definitely
I do
walk into the foolishness and
jump into it. And
sometimes.
I noticed, like, because this past week, the reason why I did that is because a lot of people that I was talking to, I did, like, closure conversations. Like, I wanted to, what?
I am listening.
You always blink at me like that.
I'm listening.
Come on, Cole. You always blink at me when I talk about closure. So I went through a stage last week where I just want to close on a few situations. So I started to do those phone calls and make those texts and have those conversations to get that closure. And when I tell you some of these went completely left,
I would have paid.
oh my God, some of these went. And I'm like, yo, I'm just calling to, or I'm just trying to like be peaceful in this.
That was you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I brought the toxic in. I brought that on myself. Like I realized that, like, hey, said you asked for this shit.
No, I wouldn't say that. That's not how I do that. What I would say is you went in with good intention.
I did, extremely.
You were in the right place with it. Hearing what you said, taking what you said at face value. You went into the situation with the best of intentions, or you were looking forward to put a clean end to
I was
a situation.
I should have peace and blessings to all.
So you went in with the best of intention, and you know it was up to them to receive or decline your intent. They weren't obligated to meet you in that space. So, you know, their response was their response. But did you open yourself up to whatever that response was going to be? Yes. Does that make it your fault? No. Absolutely not. I don't want you to take that on your shoulder. Well, it's my fault because I complimented you.
See, and that's what
It's about intentions.
Huh?
I think it's all
What you explain?
your
Because
fault
you're
and not your fault. It is what it is. Shit is bad.
However, I
That's how I'm supposed to play.
But
I take the consequences and benefits of my choices and actions. So
And
I just accept whatever choice, whatever my intentions was. I gotta say, damn, it's my choice. Did I miss something? I could have maybe not made this decision before. So I'm accepting this shit.
Okay, hands together, you mind introducing yourself?
I mean, he can do that.
No, you ain't cut on too soon.
No.
Your camera right here, baby.
What's up? Nah.
Yes.
I'm a cool guy. Well, I ain't gonna say cool guy. That's I'm a cool code, but that's my cool brother. Poet, from Wolfenburg, father, single, community, ready to have a good time with my black sisters here, and whoever joining in the audience.
Oh, man.
For the real top.
So, like, I get what you're saying. Like, how, like, whatever the situation will be, but it will, case or I swear, what it will be, it will be. But it actually let me know, like, who I could actually still kind of be cool with and have a friendship with, but who I have to, like, dig completely. Like, I can completely not talk to you and be cool because the way that the conversation was received.
I'm almost always the truth. Like, I hate to say this, it might sound bad, as long as it ain't the quarter front. When it's dealing with people you love, I believe truth is best. When it's people who's close and you keep a little secret and they keep a different little secret, and it's like, who do you really trust? So I rather put keep talking than if a motherfucker get mad at me for the truth. I'm like, I just want you to let me know, bro. This is not me.
Well, also, I felt like, and this is just me, like, I felt like some of the conversations were complete delusion. Like, you're making up this pretense in your mind as to what you thought the situation was or which situations may be, and you're bringing it into the conversation without the air kind of being clear. Like, it's like, to me, it's like Toxic 101. Like, you're creating this scenario without it really being the scenario.
Or is that your perception? The people's perception of your reality.
Yeah, it's like down if you do, down if you don't.
So, I feel like in order for you to have a clear perception of me, you have to know me.
Well, my experience of you is my experience of you.
But, so, for instance, like me, we've been friends down all our lives. So, yes, your experience with me is your experience with me. You know me. But if I only know you, like, we've been in contact with each other for a month, you don't know me.
That's still my experience of you. That's my experience. My time with you. If all I know of you is this conversation right now, I still have an experience.
Like if somebody asks her opinion, like if you ever meet such and such,
like I met her before.
Like seemed like
What did you think? I think she's
That's how I
fucking
feel.
asshole. I mean,
Yeah.
if that's my experience with you, that's my experience. We
Everybody
have a
has
lot
so
of
many
experiences
people-
of people that we
and
meet
so
once
many
another
people-
for
So many people are warped in their own world too.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to get people to look outside. So I constantly had that on my brain. Like most people, because I realize how hard it is for me to get out of the way I think and be open to somebody else's shit. If a lot of people ain't taking time to do that, I don't even think for this person. And then I'll react better. You know what I mean?
Well, one of the situations I had to tell a person, like, you're like not even really listening to me. Like, you're listening to respond. You're not hearing the conversation in fruition. Like, I'm actually sitting up here telling you how, like, whatever happened. Like, that's over, that's done with. If we want to start a clean slate and be friends, let's start a clean slate and be friends.
That shit hard to do.
People can't do that.
I think I learned my lesson on that.
And then that's where I was at. I was like, you know, if again, it's a situation like where if you can, like, I can meet you where you're at, but if you can't even attempt to meet me where I'm at,
If you're up here with it and I'm here with it, how the fuck? You can come here. I got to grow to here.
I ain't
You understand what I'm saying? Like
that
that doesn't. But you're saying you just said. You said I can meet you where you're at. That was the word.
That is what I said, and I feel like again because I get it. Everybody's in different places with their growth and their journeys and whatever else they got going on and blase. But if you fuck with me, like you so-called say you fuck with me, you gonna take a step back and be like, hold up.
You don't get to write that narrative for somebody.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
No, you don't get to do that. You carry yourself how you carry yourself, and you stay true to you and who you are, and be organically strong to stand in that. You cannot force nobody
well, that's what I'm saying.
to
Like,
stand in that with you. Like you can't. Like so. There's a lot of shit I'm just not gonna participate in. And I don't give a hot name, hoot and holler. What you talking about? I'm not doing it. Right? There's a lot of things in this world I'm just not going to do. There's not a whole lot of convincing because the answer's no. And I'm firm and I'm strong and I'm secure in my no. Right? There's no, oh, come on, we grown. Oh, come on, grow up. No. If that is a symbol to you that I'm not grown up or that I'm not
Or
living
whatever.
organically in my grownness, then okay.
Disagree.
Right? You don't get to decide that for me. So if this behavior is what is a requirement to be a part of your life, and I don't meet that requirement,
and I'm good.
then you got to then cut me loose.
That shit's smooth.
And I'm good.
Like cut me loose. And that's just what it is. If you have a certain requirement of behavior for people and they can't meet that,
And that's what it was. Like, I'm not having sex with you. That's totally off the table. So, sorry, Luke, if you thought that you having sex with me, but this would make you interested in me, because it's not.
but for some people that is their emotional level.
I don't want to say.
Some people that is, we talk about dudes, cause
You don't know.
well, we talking about the fella. I'm gonna let him tell you, because it ain't gonna mean nothing.
I'm just gonna say it could be either one. Like some people good at having at fucking don't need to communicate too much. They don't. Word super went to sides like compatible. You know what I mean? So we might not be compatible for a sex factor. And other people like that.
I know people like that too, but I'm
So I ain't saying you personally.
No, I'm just saying,
everybody got
but-
different dynamics in their
yeah.
life where we can't be like, that's wrong. That might be, but they need to get out of their situation and carry on with whatever stress that they're dealing with.
Or
I don't know
they've
what
never
they're
been
going
put in a
through.
position to have to
And I'm
alter that
wasting-
behavior.
Right, so
Wasting
that's,
energy.
This is what's working for me. And in my world,
this is
it's
what's
your
working.
problem.
And that's what and it's like, okay, I just feel like if there's no compromise, like if I gotta do all the compromising and you ain't trying to do no compromising, then what's the fucking point? Like,
No point.
The compromise looks different for different people. Like you have a view of what compromise is. I have a view of what compromise is. There are other people that, example, I just had a situation myself where I was communicating with a person, right? And so I said something to that person like, well, you know, you just You know what I'm saying? You just want it your way. You don't even want to hear my side or my perspective or respect my boundary. And they did ass responded back like, isn't that the fucking point? To get your way? If I'm not getting my way, then you're getting your way. Like, don't try to mind fuck me. It was literally the response. And I didn't think of it that way, but also, to me, it wasn't about the getting your way part. It was about my boundary line not being respected. I don't feel comfortable participating in this brand of activities.
Right.
You keep trying to force me into this brand of activities. And my answer is now and forever will be, no.
See, and that's a part of the conversation. It's like, you know, I don't feel like first of all, you're talking to me crazy as hell. Like, to me, that's a little disrespectful. And that's what I said. I said that's a little disrespectful how you're talking to me like you're stepping over a boundary. I don't allow people to talk to me like this. Oh, well, okay, well, maybe we just don't need to talk.
You should have done that. Well, I said that's a click.
Yeah, then that's what I was like, maybe we just don't need to talk. Hey. Then I got to call back, and I'm like, did you relax from the last time I talked to you? Because I don't, that's the only
People like that, we just look at them like lessons. Throughout your life, you're going to care what's going to come in and out your life. You got to get whatever it was supposed to be, whether it's a blessing or a lesson, and not put too much energy into it. Like she said, you can't control nobody. So if I just got to be in control of my force with my energy, like I'm responsible for what happens to me, but I'm responsible for my reaction to what happens to me.
Or how long you allow the behavior to continue.
yeah.
Because what you allow is what will continue. So if I don't like that you speak to me a certain type of way, but I allow you to be around me, speaking to me a certain type of way, well, you're going to keep doing it. Because I've done nothing
to
correct the behavior or to get away from it whatsoever. So do I really dislike you talking to me like that?
I think so. I think a lot of people see so much coming out of that. Because it's like whatever void is that person feeling with. And if she's talking to him bad and she got a crazy mouth, but what is she doing that's making him overstay? Is it the sex? Is it the cooking? Is it the companionship when people ain't around and they get vulnerable with each other? It's like not knowing the whole dynamics. Like, most times it ain't just for the surface. Like how couples are happy all the time. Like doors, it's bullshit. You know what I mean? So it's like saying what you see. I already know when you meet somebody for the first time, it's their representative for a little while. And they fake it and get you like another child fake it. You start saying them shit like mold into their real self. What is this? They might do something you want to do with them. Shit, something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like now it's just like not to get too much energy in the people. You want to do what they do long and I move authentically like she was saying. People won't come in and out supposed to. Unfortunately, supposed to.
Like the thing that I'm trying to learn now is how long to participate in things that I don't feel like situations that I feel are toxic. Like how long, like.
Oh no, baby! You are grabbing my head. I'm grabbing my purse immediately. I'm not even about to. I'm a boy. Yes, you need to stop that shit, dude.
But I feel like that's protecting a certain level of peace and energy. So like you be like, fuck nah, I don't gotta take this shit.
Nah, I sure don't.
But that's just the stages that I'm getting at, and I find again we talked about boundaries. I feel like the more and more I put up those boundaries, it's like, damn, you mean? No, the fuck, I'm not mean. I'm just tired of y'all doing whatever the fuck y'all think y'all gonna do. And it's just a weird
answer. To relax my expectation of a female. Like, say we get exchange numbers, and it's like a romantic interest. If I see she can't communicate with me, like she has no qualities where I even want to think about building with her, then I just start putting her down into the feminine mode and I relax my expectations of her. If there's some type of valuable, like I see something potential anyway that it can benefit me and I can shady bad. You know what I mean?
I also think that works within a male to female dynamic way better than it's going to work in the female to male dynamic. More and more these days, and maybe it's just because we're not social media era, or where information travels super fast and it seems way more prominent. But more and more now, you're seeing that rejection doesn't bode well for women, right? So when someone's interested in you or they want to be a part of your life, taking a gamble with it, if you're like, nah,
I'm good.
you're risking your literal life making that decision. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to be careful in how you push people away. You have to be super, super careful how you cut ties or not engage in a tie to begin with. We're way more accepting of the friend zone than men are. Some men are like, what the fuck is this bitch?
Right.
I hate that, but there's always a flip side, and I hate to do that, but I hate on social media. Like, the woman making comment to the guy, like, well, black guy do this, and now we addressed it first. Yes, address that first. But I was going to say that's a flip side because whenever a dude messes with a female, you got a baby dad. You know how many motherfuckers I know dudes and their dad who chicken sneaky with a baby mama, or maybe two baby dad, or a new dude coming in, and then she still one of them shit bag, one of them die, or whatever, and she's still playing it. Like, it ain't even on her conscience to change.
No,
like, it ain't even a gender thing. It's just a person thing.
It's a person thing.
Like gender neutral.
So,
fuck that man, woman do this now. Like, real gonna do this, and to an extent,
no, you're
real
right.
gonna do this.
I used to date somebody some years back that said it like every time a nigga died, it's like, it's because I'm a bitch. Oh, which is Chester. Look at this shit.
He probably seen it like
he did.
He might be traumatized.
Right.
So that was literally his point of view. Like every time you turn around,
yeah, that's what they say.
So that comes with the man side of things. Like, who their baby dad? Dude. If I do be looking funny out here in the joint, there's so much that I can't say here, man. But it's like the twist, like a soap opera, hood shit. That like, wow, that's.
I mean, there's a lot of hood shit that I've heard. Since you mentioned social media, like I was on social today, and there was a post about something about why do you think it's okay for women to pursue like money for sex, and it's okay for men to pay for it. And I'm like, this, like, for real, it's just more out there now because we have social media. Remember, we used to be pimps and hoes when we was younger?
You just, there's no wrong answer to that person.
Yeah, it's like, you never heard about it unless you was in grown folks' business. That's what we got. I was in grown folks, like,
that was a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
No, I'm saying
Magic Dawn. Magic Dawn. What type of old movie? The Match. Yeah, what?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so for us, that was the visualization of it, like 80s, 90s. It wasn't like
shit. We used to call my daddy Goldie. I don't know what you.
I mean, they say my daddy. I'm like, okay, for the homies, like,
Goldie.
No, but they say my dad was a pimp. Like, okay, cool, that's what's up. Like, I guess, like.
Yeah, but that guy was a part of it.
They said my dad and his partners had the whole Harlem Nights down at home where the sophisticated ladies used to be their club. Like, listen, I'm like, okay, like it is. But again, but again, unless you're in grown folk conversation or you watching a movie, it's like that. As far, I'm gonna speak for me when I was a kid. Like, I'm really, like, I don't really give a fuck about niggas paying for money for sex. Like, why do I care about that?
Well, I'll say this. The flip side of what you said is
right. Like, it's like, why do I like really? But now it's so much in the forefront. And what I said about it today, I was like, for real, it's like a modern day prostitution, for real. Basically,
it's definitely happier though. I see your point.
You think? Because I just want to say something to that point. Though. If you think about it, it's only heavier to people who didn't have the type of mom or the type of auntie or the type of cousin whose kids had 1,000 uncles. You don't know nobody who had 1,000 uncles? Or say hi to Uncle Charles. Say hi to Uncle Rob. Say hi to Uncle Ron. You know why you had so many uncles? Because Uncle Charles was paying the light bill. Uncle Ron was paying the gas bill. Uncle Tony was paying the rent. You know what I'm saying?
That's real life. I mean, again, it's just more modern now. Like,
it's not more modern. It's just the game changed because you have more at your disposal today than they had at their disposal then. Right? Today, you tracking them from anywhere. With the world at your fingertips.
Yeah.
Uncle Rob is in Florida, okay? Uncle Tony is down in North Carolina. Uncle Rick is in Texas. You see what I'm saying? And then don't have to talk about the Uncle such and such out in Dubai.
Right. So, but again, is this like could this be toxic? Could these be toxic traits or behaviors?
I don't know that that's toxic. So again, I have to come up with a definition of toxic. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's going to be to the. I thought toxic.
Definition of toxic.
But that's what I'm going to. We had it last time.
It's like any action that's done with ill will.
Malicious intent.
That's toxic.
Ill will.
So we go by the Oxford Dictionary.
Yeah.
Oxford,
Now.
toxic, A is poisonous. Very harmful or unpleasant in a pervasive or insidious way. Merriam-Webster. Merriam said, containing or being poisonous material, especially when capable of causing death or serious debilitation, exhibiting symptoms of infection or toxicosis, extremely harsh, malicious, or harmful, relating to or being an asset that has lost so much value that it cannot be sold on the market. Nice. That.
Right. That's crazy.
So we'll get the early picture. Right, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it breaks down to for me. Ill will. I mean, what was the intent of what you was doing? Maybe it's just going to hurt people. You don't care how it's going to affect them.
So with speaking to that, it's like sometimes I don't even think people understand the behaviors that they're carrying are hurtful. Like the things that you may not feel like it's hurtful, but it is. You know, that's why, like in some conversations, I love when people say, like, I'm not going to do that intentionally. So that it leaves a speck of like,
All right, I have the definition of a toxic person if you want.
Yes.
Okay, so the definition of a toxic person is someone whose behavior is consistently harmful to others, whether intentionally or unintentionally, and makes your life more negative. Toxic behaviors can include manipulation. Toxic people may subtly or overtly be subtly or overtly manipulative, putting you down or insulting you in a passive-aggressive way. They may also gaslight you, making you question yourself by saying things like, "That's not what happened." Lack of empathy. Toxic people may be judgmental, all take and no give, or have a victim mentality. They may believe that their life is controlled by others, blame others for their problems, and tell stories of their victimhood over and over again. Disrespect. Toxic people may disregard your boundaries, which can lead to a breakdown of trust and make you hypervigilant. Toxic people may become that way due to their personality, upbringing, or life experiences. They may not know healthy ways to deal with stress, so they behave in ways that cause harm to others. Identifying toxic relationships is important for maintaining your emotional well-being and happiness. By recognizing the signs, you can take steps to liberate yourself from toxicity and foster healthier relationships.
That was the
That was a lot.
yeah. Oh, damn.
It just made me realize it could be unintentional, but I was intentional. But I can see how you can unintentional, like if you're don't have no goals or you know, that could rub off on somebody who's goal chasing, so that could be toxic mindset. But I'm before thinking toxic is intentionally bringing something to life or going to action. That's my purpose. That's the end.
See, and I like how you put that, like where someone's goal oriented and you're not. But again, it's like, does that deserve a conversation? And then after the conversation, it's like if the behavior continues.
If I'm not goal oriented, I'm not goal oriented.
Yeah, I think that's what my main.
It's like I'm
I don't
not.
think I even gotta say that. I just will realize that I just say something going. So if I'm trying to figure out learn this, I'm not gonna be around him. I'll do that before I get around. But I mean, I'm gonna have a conflict. But I mean, Dollar is working on my ass.
See, I don't know, because in relation, like I'm thinking relationship wise, because they say like it.
Oh, I was just thinking fries.
But you still people.
Because I just feel like in relationships, like the conversation is had, like if the conversation doesn't include we, then it's still just me. So if I had this goal, I'm going to present it to you as you being my person, and be like, this is my goal, like what you think about it.
But this is
Now-
still an individual.
Now, if that individual is like, yo, I don't like it's dope, but I ain't got shit to do with that. Okay, cool, we talked about it. You don't want shit to do with it. I'll move on with it on my own. But at least we had the conversation. That's good. Because I want to include you.
But why? If you already know that that's not their goals. If you already know that you're ambitious and they're not. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to become draining at some point when someone. I'm a person that gets defeated by someone's tone. If I come to you and I'm like, hey, how are you? And you're like,
What's up?
that's going to fuck with me, right? That is going to kill me. When I was married, that was a thing. Like I would go and I was like, so guess what? And he's like, don't you never. You know what I'm saying? So eventually he learned. He's like, wait, give me that. Say it again. And I'm like, guess what? He's like, what? Now granted, he's being sarcastic, but that was his way of trying to meet me halfway. My point is, when someone is, that's just not who they are, you have to accept and respect them for just who they are. I had to learn not to be so affected by people's response. That is a real. I'm affected by tone. If you speak to me like monotone, oh my fucking God. I could not handle monotone for like 35, 40 years of my life. Don't you hit me with it. Yeah, so.
But you did say something that I said in the beginning, like y'all met each other halfway. It was like, hold up, wait.
That's a weird.
But that's what I'm saying.
8, 9 years in before it clicked, and he was like, oh. Because he was like, why do you do that? He's like, no, tell me. Like, and I'm like, no, I'm good. He's like, why do you do that? So eventually we had to have a tough conversation. But that took 1,000 years to get there. Now today, Carlisa today, and I'm like, all right, so we on so we there? That's not going to work. That's not good time.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm going to switch it to you, and then I'll bring it back.
That's fine. See, that's.
But
I just feel like in most cases, people, and this is just my opinion, people have the capability to meet you halfway once they step back from the full picture. Like once you get out of your feelings a little bit and you actually realize like I'm not against you, I'm trying to make a resolution, I'm trying to meet you halfway, like then, I just don't think a lot of that is done. I don't think a lot of people take a step back and look like at all perspective, like be three-dimensional basically. I think they come in like with a 1 or 2 dimensional mind frame, and that's what causes a lot of issues, a lot of toxicity, because a lot of people don't look at the bigger picture.
Thing is, a lot of people bring traumatic shit on their own, and but them dealt with properly. Meet each other, both y'all standing on what y'all standing on, but you don't want to see that resemble some shit you've been through that the other one might not know about. You know how to deal with it properly.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. So, what this stance is for me right now, as far as like relationship is friendship. Like, you gotta know me in order to really fuck with me.
I'm going to say that's the half the fun is getting to know you. And people are always evolving, so do you ever really know a person?
Yeah.
It could be any number of things that alter someone's state of being.
But what I mean by that is like, alright, for me, for instance, like, I've been in a marriage for 17 years. I've also been going through separation and divorce. So what does that look like in a relationship with somebody who's never been through those things? So you may be asking me to do something or expecting me to do something that I've already done in the course of whatever I've been in, and it didn't turn out too good for me.
But that was your experience with that person. You don't get to penalize me for what you went through with Tony.
But that's what I'm getting to. So how, and for that situation, how do I let my guard down enough to trust you enough to be like, I'm gonna fuck with you?
You don't have the trust. You don't have a relationship.
Yeah, it's a gamble. So, you know, in that case, it's like if I take this gamble and I get fucked over again, how's that gonna make me feel?
Yeah.
And if I take another gamble and I get fucked over again, how is that gonna make me feel?
So you're just not gonna date ever again? You're not gonna get another relationship as long as you
That's what you said.
I never said no shit like that. I don't want to go through the process of bullshit.
I claim it if y'all wrong. I said
no, like my thing is, like I said, I like to get to know somebody, and not like, well, we make the determination on if I can stick in a relationship with you.
But like you trust in one flaw,
If there is a flawed human out there that can bring you to that point, so I'm never going to shut myself out to it. But I mean, also, I'm not rushing towards it either.
Right.
I'm not rushing towards it. I'm not rushing towards it.
But a lot of people don't want to do the work. Is what I'm saying. Like that's why. Yeah, like a lot of people don't want to do the work. It's like when you ask them, like, "Hey, I want to work for it. You want to work for it?" Like it's like there's like it be one-sided. So it's like, damn, yo, like.
So for you, it's gonna come when you least expect it. Somebody gonna hit you.
That's how it's
supposed to go. About the little cute little shoes.
They say about success. You ain't supposed to chase what you attract.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like a mindset. Like the better I do it at being myself, I'm gonna attract better for myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it. I'm not looking to hope I meet a motherfucker who won't meet the expectation. Because I know the percentage rate's gonna is fail in the odds. Yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna be alright living my life looking for that shit that got a bad percentage. I don't know, we got a good percentage being better. Learn what I can learn. I mean, help who I can help. Just, you know what I'm saying? Spirit Center's gonna come back right. Trying to simplify it. Life is complex and simple at the same time.
That's what I'm trying to simplify. Like, I need simple.
Because really, if you just don't give a fuck about what people think, that's simplifying it. But it's just hard to do that. That's what makes it complicated. It's simple, but you can just do what you know is best for you. Fuck with who you fuck with.
And I think.
But people will take that wrong.
And that's what I think, like, I wish I could be the complete fucking person. Like, I'm the fucking person with some people, but I wish I could be the complete fucking person and be like, whatever. Like, that doesn't, huh? I mean, I wish I could be that way with everybody, though. With everyone, just with everybody. Like, I really don't give a fuck what you think or you say or
that's
you
do.
do.
Freedom. That's a
yeah,
freedom. That's
like,
the definition of freedom.
Like, I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You get beat down enough. You get to get like, no. That's me. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about certain things, but sometimes I be feeling like on my end I'm supposed to toxic.
You give a fuck more than you like to.
Yes.
I give a fuck more than I like to. Even though I don't give a fuck a lot.
I'm not gonna say it, so outwardly I don't give a fuck. I might care in here, so I'll deal with that privately. But out here,
But that's a different type of toxicity, like within yourself. Like I do deal with that a lot, where I give a fuck about a lot of things. I just don't speak on it. That's why I posted something about Capricorns. Like I intuitively talking to myself in my head about different scenarios that goes on in my life, but I'll never say it out loud. And somebody was like, "You need to do spoken word." I was like, "I am the spoken word. Like this, I can't say this shit out loud." You know how crazy I would look if I said some of this shit out loud?
Nah, you're the same as everybody else. You think I don't got shit that I haven't been putting on that microphone? And there's shit I want to say during this podcast. If I wanted to, I know it's just can't. Like, there's certain things you can't put everything out there.
no, you can't.
But you put enough out to be relatable to motherfuckers like know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? I don't say bullshit.
I really be playing mind games with myself at the crib. Like, this motherfucker fucking with me.
Yes.
No,
Everybody do that.
not. But the movement was a little shady. But on the other end of it, like, come on, be like really having these conversations with myself. But I shouldn't care that
And
much.
it's strange.
Yeah, it's like I shouldn't really give a fuck that much.
So I close my
I mean, the lessons though.
As long as you got me like this,
Like, you gonna learn.
that's extending my giving. But then I'm like, click, clack.
That is like it's. I feel like it's dope to be able to
When it's
just.
somebody I really fuck with, and they actually chance to make it really
How we do?
Yeah.
Hi, pretty lady.
Mr. Cool.
Would you since you just popping in, would you like to introduce yourself? And
That's okay.
that's the camera.
I'm Angel Morris, Facebook, real life. I gotta do my head in my
I mean, it could be one.
Once it's up to you, you can give as much information as makes you feel comfortable.
I said, I don't know if I was sitting for it or not today, so go for it.
Am I dating?
Or
I don't know. Because I don't know.
Right now, I'm internally questioning whether I should even date at this point.
Boom. That's where I'm at. Like, I
I'm internally
don't know what's
thinking,
going on.
should I waste my time getting to know somebody, or should I just chase the bag until somebody literally stops me in my tracks and says, "Baby girl, you ain't gotta work so hard. Come over here.
Right in on what we said.
Come right over here and look at this soft life I'm
Is it a retrograde?
for
I don't know.
bad."
I didn't. Listen.
Is it a retrograde?
That's the type of time I feel
Is it a retrograde? Because
that's like some
I
Pisces
feel
shit.
the
That's
same
like
way that you feel. I feel like am I in a relationship or am I not? At this, like, I don't know, like, what stage I'm in right now. Like, I don't know if I'm dating. Oh, come on. Man, I can't even say, like, for real. I can't even say. The person whose house I was over the other day.
It's almost
That
like
was fun.
situationships and hoes is really winning out here. Really, really winning.
You kept that to yourself.
You know what I'm saying? The hoes that don't care that that's your man. You know what I'm saying? And the niggas don't care to share. You know what I'm saying? Them people's winning. Why is they winning? Because they still getting what they want because they're purely transactional. Give me what I want. Here, this is what it requires for you.
But is that toxic?
It depends on if,
We are not.
you know what I'm saying, that's being
That's
used
what the problem was.
for,
Not to artists.
you know what I mean, self-gratification, or if you just, okay, I'm just in this mode of just transactional love, period.
Well, that's just it. Like, I think a lot of conversations also, it's kind of based off a lot of conversations. Like, I'm not the, like, personally, I'm not the one to be like, yeah, I'm in a relationship. Like, no. Like, no. Because I don't even know if I want to be in that, for real, to tell you the truth.
I'm on some Easter egg, like, all you know is what I'm showing, and I'm gonna just pop up one day and be like, Yeah, we have this beautiful destination wedding. We recorded that because we ain't want y'all there. That is it.
But
I definitely want a person.
Ain't no waters up there.
no, man.
For fans.
There is, man, but this fortune, man, like where this shit? This shit
It's either
is toxic.
it's right. It's either hot or cold in this bitch.
This weather is toxic outside.
I mean,
Shit show that they did outside. That
You see, what is it? Gemini or Cancer?
this is
this is cancer season.
going into the kids.
Going in.
Them emotional ass parents.
Tell me about them because I got one on my
You're emotional as hell.
Really?
You're secretive, emotional. They are clingy though. But they definitely secretive. And they could be a little bit of liars. Like I did catch one in the lie.
Definitive.
I definitely caught one in a lie. Like,
Okay.
Sure.
I like a Cancer. Like I run into some good Cancers.
What are you? What are you?
I'm a Pisces, so it's 2 water signs. It's like, is we about to have a tsunami, or is we about to have like just a big calm in water? Like, what is we about to do?
Pisces is a little bit, y'all a little bit sassy. Yes,
Pisces.
yes, I got a few nieces that's Pisces, and I be like,
That's what they get. What's that?
Cause they be a man. When I tell you, if it go down, it go down. Don't give those lose their whole career over getting mad. It's like,
No, not
I didn't
that.
have that experience with a Pisces.
man, listen.
I didn't have that experience.
So
I had a very level-headed Pisces.
all the
Quiet,
Pisces,
calm Pisces.
like all the Pisces in my family, I got 3 nieces
You
that
talking
are
about
Pisces.
fruit, you talking about the guy.
I got 3 nieces that are Pisces, and all 3 of them, list like for instance, my one, if she or Wayne get into it, and they be like, "Hey, yo, this girl down her top," she be like, "Okay, let's go. Who we gotta go to? Who is she? Where's she at?"
What she look like? What she
I
wearing?
never met that Pisces.
She's not a woman on football game.
Tell her come
I said I
outside.
never met that Pisces. Why did I say they don't exist?
Listen,
I said I never met one.
listen.
You said a Pisces and a Cancer.
Yeah. Let me know.
I mean, that might work out. It might be a flex.
I don't know.
They say mine is Capricorn on Taurus, and I forget the other one. But my ex was a Taurus, so yeah, I can see that. Me and Capricorn men get along pretty well.
Pisces and Cancer
Oh shit.
are a natural pair. They're one of the most celebrated
Did you
matches.
say yeah?
Both are water signs and share many personality traits,
No, you're an Aries.
including being introverted,
Yeah, y'all.
emotional, intuitive,
I might have to
loyal,
talk to you after this.
artistic, and creative.
Okay.
Some say
I might have to talk to you after this.
the Pisces and Cancer can bring out the best in each other and form a
Definitely might
strong,
have.
loving, and supportive bond.
Like, I definitely might have to have a conversation with
Here's
you
our
after.
leaders, man. You're
I might have-
Cancer with Aries, you go.
Lies like hell.
I don't know about that, because So let me ask this.
Natural. That's what we're
I'm
referring
right
to.
from the
y'all
Aries.
trying to get y'all
Aries is first for a reason.
or y'all trying to get y'all together. Y'all cancel everything else out.
Everybody has, well, every sign has brothers. I ain't gotta go straight to our week. Like, if
No,
it's
I'm
not
asking.
first,
Like, I'm not
yeah.
asking.
I don't know, no hate. We got Pisces.
No, I'm not asking that as a
That's
weakness.
talking all this.
I'm not asking.
I say Aries. I'm like,
I'm not asking this as
I got Aries trauma.
femininity in here.
I'm not gonna apologize. I got Aries trauma.
I'm not asking you as like saying it's a weak spot. I'm really trying to get the information. So when they're like, I guess
Tunnel
for you,
vision. The best way to get something to it is straight to it.
so like you'll just knock everything else out and you're like just going on in order to reach reach whatever it is.
Sometimes to a detriment. You know, sometimes your strengths are your weaknesses. Some people love they hate you. That's the Aries. Temperament, fire. Yeah, I want to get you back every time. I'm sure I ain't gonna stop until I feel like
Gordon.
I got you enough.
Gordon.
That's every kid. I don't think one side's Gordon. I think that's an interchangeable trait, in my opinion. Who's not Gordon?
Alright, let me use a different word than scared.
No, that's wrong for
I mean, I'm asking these questions because
that's
I'm.
further wrong than Gordon. Way better scared.
I mean,
for real.
well, let me
I mean,
rephrase.
I'm scared for real. Like, my daughter's I promise you. Like, somehow I need my daughter. If I was gone, I'd be whatever.
So,
Anything else?
fear of not achieving the goal, the end goal.
With who? With the situation?
Which are like how you said, decisions. Yeah, with decisions. Like, how
you
you're.
mean relationship wise?
No. How you said like the end goal for you is like to make sure your daughters have like the generational wealth. So is that. That's
And
what
everything, like memories and the effect of my presence, so not just wealth, it's everything that I want to instill in each of them. Man, I'm dancing here, you know what I'm saying? Black man, I'm getting here and all this stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how I get though. Like in the areas is loyal as fuck. Like I'm on this side. Yeah, in the areas of you could boys. But everybody had their experiences, so it's gonna be different. Aries female,
I mean,
Larry,
like,
and Joe just
my niece is my best friend, and she an Aries. We get along very well, like uncut well. So like I don't have a problem with Aries. When it's just super hard for me to read the Aries men. For some
we
reason.
be like straightforward, for real. You get what you get. You see what you get. Like we're too impulsive. I'm sporadic. I'm getting up. I'm going somewhere. I don't plan shit. That's why I don't even keep it natural. Here, I got an event tomorrow. Could you get me in? I'm calling different here. I don't like being in a box. So you want to know what it is.
Body wire. I don't want to get them on. I think it's too much alike.
Cry.
Too much alike.
Yeah. I'm crying.
I need to ask the question because the topic is toxic, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I need to know how toxic this situation is.
How toxic? I mean, the question is toxic. How toxic?
Yeah, like I don't know. Is it love or is it like a controlling, like? Because I'm teetering between, okay, does this person care or are they just insecure and fear of losing out or losing, you know what I mean? Because there's yeah, I mean it could definitely be
With the situation too.
so okay, like two people messing with each other, one is long term, one just decides everything is just not working out. So I'm going to fade myself. I'm not going to post much. I'm not going to come out as much. I'm not going to do as much. I'm bare minimum. It's going to be crumbs because I feel like I've been getting crumbs. So now you about to get even less than what you're giving me. Until you just either walk away with Becky over there from the background that you've been messing with because you've been playing in the face and all that. No. Rebecca. Not our Rebecca. I'm sorry. You ain't here. Rebecca Lewis, you ain't here. But you know what I mean? I wasn't. So it wasn't.
So I guess that's when conversations come into play. Like, are there real conversations?
There's a real conversation. So it's a conversation like, hey, this isn't working. Okay, so it would be the woman's side. She's saying it's not working. She'd rather go ahead and focus on herself, her career, her house, everything.
All he hears and that is you're cheating. So
yeah, you're right. You are right. And
you ain't hear that.
Look, and
this
it's
is how
because
different world is.
and
that's because that's what I went through.
That's
like shit.
yeah, it's a relationship because that's the first thing that a man goes to. Oh, there's gotta be some different dick in the picture. Oh, somebody else making her feel better and making her feel like this and like that. And now she got her chest out and she feel it. And it's never the first thought, damn, I did so much fucking damage. Now she just wants to look internally and don't want to fuck with nobody. Like, it's never that. It's never that.
And because that's a lot of my situation that I went through. It was like, no, my nigga, like, I'm growing, I'm evolving. I want shit for myself. I want better. Like, there don't gotta be nobody else.
Try to get him on the
That's too
train.
much explaining.
But again,
Try to get him on the train, the house and the building and all of that, and he didn't hop on at any juncture, because there's a bunch of junctures you could just be like, you know what, I'm gonna hop on this, but I ain't ready for that. I ain't ready for that bank account yet, but I'm ready to go ahead and get our credit together. I ain't ready for this, but I'm ready to go ahead and get that certificate to make more money for us.
So we're back to the ambitious versus non-ambitious conversation. If that person is just not an ambitious person, that's just a place they're never going to be able to meet you halfway. You're going to feel like you're dragging them along because you're not accepting that that's just not who they are. And that's okay that that's not who they are. What your decision now is that something I want to participate in? Do I want someone in my space that does not share my ambition? Yes or no? How important is that ambition to you?
Right.
If it's that important, then it's time to say, you know, it was fun, huh?
it was fun, Bookie, but I gotta roll.
I gotta ride.
So now,
But I'm just saying that because that, again, in context, that's the situation I went through. It's like, nah, man, like, I'm trying to build businesses. I'm trying to get private. Like, I'm trying to I'm trying to do something. And you feel like that this is the situation and that's not it. Like, I don't know what kind of, again, when you say perception is reality, I don't know what kind of perception you have about the situation when it's
because I married this person. I'm going to tell you what it is. I married this person. This person was cool punching the clock, had a real simple 9 to fucking 5. They came home, they did whatever the fuck we do at home. I did what the fuck I wanted to do or didn't do what the fuck I wanted to do. Our life was great. I don't know who the fuck you been talking to. And they gave you all these hopes and dreams and goals, but I don't fucking like them. Get rid of them. And while you may not be physically cheating, you are intellectually cheating, and I don't fucking like it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, whoever it is, they got to go.
I'm sorry, but I was 10 years old when someone had a problem with intellectually cheating. I thought that because that could be
We had a whole podcast on cheating and what it mean to you. Okay, she didn't come up a lot with her podcast, and what I'm saying is,
it can be interpreted different ways.
right. Everybody got their own viewpoint on what that is. What's good, what works for this person does not work for this person, and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, you have to make a choice of what you will and will not participate in.
So now, I guess to speed things up, it comes to the woman trying to separate herself, and the man is so in love, now he want to get married. But when she was into him, he was into everybody else.
It's an installment.
He was into everybody else.
Yeah, that sounds like a little bit.
It's an installment plan because it doesn't start. It doesn't actually necessarily always end with a wedding.
No.
It's like, oh, will you marry me?
No, it's
And
just,
you're like, oh,
we're trying to get it together. No, it's been a long
Sometimes
time.
they sound like a little bit of manipulation
Well, a lot of times,
because like
it's an installment plan.
We've been
Stalling you out.
right.
It's an installment plan.
So
I did see
okay.
when the dude felt like he was losing, we shouldn't have lost, and he proposed at the last minute. They still together too.
Or they
Like
physically
3 years.
married.
Yeah, it's been like 3 years.
Sometimes
She
it's like, oh, what's
up?
up? We ain't got enough money for the wedding. I don't want to go to the Justice of the Peace.
That's the one when you see your head out, but I ain't
So
saying
now
that.
a woman's gonna leave and move out of town because she feels like he's never gonna leave her.
There's restraining orders, but
I mean, yeah.
Here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, they're called PSAs.
well, I would know that.
We don't give those. We don't give restraining orders. Here, you ain't. I can't. You don't get no
Can
protection.
I ask?
That's how it works. That's how it work here.
I was going to ask Cole a question because he's the only man here, but I forget what that question is.
Yeah, the homies, y'all left me on on stuff.
You know what I mean?
Left the homie on stuff.
And one of them said they was on their way. I don't know. He's
Listen.
awfully late.
The one that said he was doing a podcast. What happened to Tom? Man, I'm listening.
Listen.
Yeah, you know what?
I can't, man. I don't. It just is what it is at this point.
It's crazy out here. You guys are telling me I feel like I'm really going to motherfucking see this weakness and try to take advantage.
That was my question. So I want to ask you this question because another Mel said this to me. So
Yuppie's right.
Oh my God. See how
Here it
y'all
goes, homie. Here it goes.
see how they stick together
No,
though?
the sisterhood is stronger than the brotherhood.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I don't know. Go answer the question.
That's not even close.
So the statement that was made was a man knows within the first 6 weeks of them dating someone that that's potentially somebody that they want to marry. Is that a true statement?
You asked
It's
Cole.
hard.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Considering everything that he has said thus far about his relationship,
He's the only male here.
I'm still give an unbiased opinion though, because my answer to that, of course, there's no I'm going to answer from an individual, but 6 weeks, if you keep my attention for 6 weeks, there's something there that I want. I ain't going to say I'm not done the full thing, because you learn, you might not have got all of it in 6 weeks. So I would say no. You know what I mean? You can get a lot and think this, she might say one thing, like, damn, that's something I needed. I just probably told me I needed to. And then shit, I don't know if that type of work. It's like, no, to me, it's no time frame. If somebody gets to be around her, they get the time to grow with each other, learn each other, be good, but it takes 6 months.
The key word is
For
keep
6 years, and y'all trying to get it right.
That's
out of everything he said, if you could keep somebody's attention for 6 weeks, because right now they have studies out that says our attention span is shit because all we do is scroll and on the internet. So if you can have somebody's attention and captivate them off their phone, that's a feat right there, and that's a goddamn shame that people would rather romanticize and fantasize on their phone than to actually have real.
but therein lies the boundary that a lot of people are not exercising. If you're dating someone and you're on a date and this is your time, and you're still in the getting to know all about you stage, and y'all both sitting at the table like this,
Well, even
somebody is valid.
We don't
because
know.
somebody needs to say,
Like,
hey, let's put our phones down and enjoy the moment.
Like, I don't do the phone situation. Like, if I'm in somebody's space and I'm trying to
get to know
get to
him.
know, like, my phone is tucked away somewhere. Unless it's like, unless she call or
I
my
think
sister call, I'll answer it. But I'm answering it like, hey, like, look, this is where I'm at. Like, what's up?
Right.
You got about 30 seconds.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you said, 6 weeks. So it's like that preliminary first 2 weeks. Be like, I'm on the phone, trying to get to that person, whether it's sleep with them or whether it's to just be around them. That first 2 weeks is like, let's see how quickly we could see somebody or shit,
Some fizzle out. Like,
Yeah.
I seen one of them posts that said, well, them situation shit break up to worse than relationship.
Man.
fuck you at.
You just feel it a certain
Because I
way. Somebody-
Like, that's why I don't even want to do a situation.
It's so weird.
You left Cole hanging. That is dirty work.
Like, I don't
And he
even.
told me yesterday, you the one told me you coming, yo.
Right, definitely.
That's dirty work there,
You
Reed.
just told me that
Come
yesterday.
up.
But I digress.
Alright, you know where I'm at, right? Yep, alright, I see. Alright. He was asleep. He on his way.
Dirty work there, buddy.
I ran into him on Carson yesterday. We did the Juneteenth, yo. He's like, yeah, I'm going tomorrow. I'm like, all right, yeah, that is right. Come on. Reese was there. We're Reese.
Right, happy belated Juneteenth, y'all. I try to say happy Juneteenth to black people, and they look at me like it's a regular work day.
I mean, for some of us it was. I'm one of them
That's still no
people.
way to minimize
Right,
something
like
that is so
we're
important to
so
us
it
historically.
is. It
we're
definitely
so
is.
conditioned
Yeah, I'm big
to
on
celebrate on Christmas. We're so conditioned
everything.
to celebrate on 4th of July, Halloween, the actual days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is like
Self-hate, you guys.
I'm no longer doing anything for 4th of July except see the goddamn fireworks.
Yeah, that take off work.
Like,
I don't do none of that shit. I'm not watching the motherfucking fireworks. I'm not. We had one firework experience because I got some niggas in my family that think that they are the fireworks people. And listen, he wasn't
Robert.
It was just right, but he wasn't. No, he was there. So we had a jam together, 4th of July, whatever you want to call it, and they go up to the field and they light fireworks every year, like clockwork. This year it was so dysfunctional. My one nephew got popped in his eye with a firework. Luckily he had on his glasses. So it just popped him and he had a cut right here. My niece's dress caught on fire. I got popped in the leg. I was like, you know what? I don't even want to do it no more.
I'm gonna gotta stay far away from government campus.
I'm done with the 4th of July. I'm over it.
That is what was the worst for me when I used to work in my previous profession.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4th of July, New Year. Yeah. Them was the ones for me, like,
Hello?
I'm not even answering.
Right.
I'm not coming.
But then, you know, some toxic behaviors on those days. I really don't have. I just, like I said, I think that I bring on some toxic things.
I hate that. I want you to stop thinking like that. I want you to change your mindset. Not the whole entire ordeal.
But again, like for me, I feel like it's because I need closure. If I need closure, I don't want that shit.
That's definitely.
So I'm gonna take it back to what Cole said earlier when he said sometimes it is what it is.
And it always is. Like whatever you decide to do, I believe that can bring your personal will to take something further, whether to apologize or get revenge or to walk away, whatever it is. Whatever you decide to do.
Depends on what it is.
There's times where I have with it though.
I've learned I'm not ever going to try to do the revenge thing. You got it, my nigga.
It depends on what it is. Because sometimes,
what made you see me as a bit?
Yeah, what made you think?
What I did in my
This
life,
was a line you can cross.
You tried me. You gonna make me try.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt. Like I felt like, yo, like you know where I'm really for. Like niggas die every day for the shit that you doing, my nigga. Like, do you understand that? Like,
then you'll get blessed like that. As long as you can deal with it, I believe that shit is bad for self. Like, I feel better getting revenge than internalizing somebody doing that. I haven't got to that point where I internalize that in my life.
Well, I like I said, based on the situation I went through, it's like now I can internalize it. Because I never want to go back to that place. Like I never want to be that person again unless somebody had that much, whatever they had.
Your problem in that situation is too fucking impulsive.
If
you would have been a little bit more calculated, that could have been a little different for you. But that's me. I'm more calculated.
I was definitely impulsive.
And I'm not that. I got time.
What happened?
You can't control my get back. But know that it's coming.
But now because I took that step back, it's calculated now. Like this shit ain't over, my nigga. Like don't think for 38 seconds this shit is over.
But then you just say you done.
It's the Lord.
She did. She laughed. I don't know why.
No, so it's not. I know. That's
right before your very eyes.
What is happening now? I don't classify that as revenge.
You said it ain't over, my nigga.
But it's not.
That's not revenge.
That's not revenge.
It's really. I revenge
so much. You knocked out of the ring. I look over like,
if something happens, somebody knows enough about what she's talking about, and if something happens, she's gonna be the number one suspect. And they're gonna be this footage like, are you watching the
watch?
So this gonna be the footage they use to nail it in her coffin. Like, no, it was her, and I'm gonna show you why.
So what I mean
if the jury please.
It's not going to inflict any type of like physical harm or ill will to said person. It's just going to affect them in a different way.
We tried. It was cute.
I knew that's what she was
going. Believe.
I already knew that's going to turn right here.
We should try to do the going down.
But I feel you.
Like, to me, I don't feel like it's revenge. I feel like it's just the plot playing out how it should be playing out, which that's how it should have played out in the beginning. But because you played in my face, now these are the steps that have to be taken. Like, we could, all the other shit that happened didn't necessarily have to happen. If what is happening now happened then.
Oh,
I'm listening, Angel. We're in the spin cycle at this point.
I'm about to laugh because I feel like I'm doing something a little toxic myself, so I like a patient.
Right.
It's the safe space.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a very safe space. Okay, so okay. This is my Petty Betty situation. Somebody played in my face, didn't tell me what was going on. Popped up, oh, hey, by the way, I'm going to Jamaica for 10 days on a 10-day cruise. Where did this come from? And why am I not invited? And why didn't you tell me? And when I thought, okay. Came, seen me, all that the day before, the day after. Found out a year later, it was who it was with and the family and all
We had a vacation.
Home vacation. Yes. So meanwhile,
vacation.
I said, you gonna be mad when I pop up and I had me a girls trip for the same cruise. 8 years later, I'm that petty.
She had a vacation.
We'll walk that joint.
I'm on my way to Jamaica next month for a 10-day cruise. Same goddamn 10-day cruise with my girls. And then I had to spend on Punta Cana for 3 more days.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I said at the beginning of this particular segment of conversation, which I'm not, you can't control when it's coming, but
It's gonna come. It's gonna come. And so when you play in my face, I don't create those moments. So I just wait for them to come and then remind your ass what happened.
In my defense, what is happening was not my idea.
That's what I'm saying. I just wait for them to come. I don't create y'all. I don't create.
No, I'm just saying, like, it wasn't. I was on the phone with my attorney, and my attorney was like, "Okay, this is what we're going to do." Well, okay, my nigga, you got it. No? You got it. Like, that's all I could do now is put it in your hands and.
you want right to talk about court in front of court. Like, I don't know what you don't understand about this man in court.
You're right, Cole.
You cannot violate this man like that.
I ain't even hear it.
You tuned it out. Tuned it out.
No, I was thinking about my grandma because it was like, she's the one that lets things go. She's not a mental person.
Neither is mine.
But I heard stories about her when we were younger. And
Then I must know what
dealt
it is.
differently with different people.
That I don't
dealt
give
with
a
family
fuck.
different. She dealt with her.
Like, my
we
grandma,
all
she.
deal differently with family and our significant other.
Yeah.
I got more leeway with maybe this person than this person. Relationships are different. If I know you ain't gonna comprehend what I mean, I'm not gonna hold you to the same expectations as them. We're in a different intelligence level. Like, we can conversate and disagree peacefully. You're gonna go, you know what I'm saying? So you deal with different people you love differently, but you got a certain level of respect. You know what I mean?
And that's why when you said grandma, it made me think of my grandma because she done. But she's at a certain, and I mean, she's been at this level of peace for so long. Like, for the record,
I can't do
in
it.
my whole life, my grandma only gave me 3 vegans in my whole life, and I deserved every last one of them. I cut my hair from
My granny never.
the ponytail to a bald fade.
None of my granny.
I think I needed that vegan. I think I deserved that vegan. Like, from a ponytail to a bald fade, I deserve that way. Every little bit I got. I was like, all right. No, I did that. And then I did it again.
That's a common thing, though.
But I did it like 3 times. Yeah, like the first time I should have learned my lesson. The second time I told her, like, Grandma with the bangs, I'm not fucking with them right now. She was like, she going to listen to me. I was like, all right. I got you.
I'm scared. I just got my daughter
Don't
scared
do
locked
she do
up.
that.
No, I did it. I cut my whole bank off, had a ball fade right here. All the rest of my hair was long, like down to here with a ball fade right here. I mean, I can understand how that look for the family. Like, I can understand.
But it's common though. That's the thing. People know like,
Middle
yeah,
part
she
bust
did
down
that
was
shit.
the thing back then, I guess.
Them was the three I got from my grandma.
Like, I'm not fucking, nobody gonna cut no bang or nothing. I got the sponge roller. Started from way down here.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't got time.
So then when you pulled it out, you said,
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I was tired of it flopping right there. I was tired of it. Like, I ain't want to.
put a little bobby pin in it to
I
keep
ain't
it
want
in
to see it
place.
no more.
That was me.
I didn't want to see it no more. Like, I brush it back. Grandma do it. Like do
That was
something.
me. That was me.
Like, we stayed with a bang. Like, my grandma, until she got older, had a bang. I'm like, come on, we ain't over the whole bang thing yet. Like, the big
I'm
ass.
scared. I just locked my daughter's hair up last week. And
I
then she
see
cut her
that.
shit up and be like,
Did
what?
she tell you she didn't want to know?
She told me she wanted them.
Well, then you don't think you
She's
got
still a kid. She's still a kid any day.
You're an example.
She's 3 years old about to be
Yeah.
But any day, just
Like, any day, get a pair of
The
scissors.
beautiful thing about locks though is that you can just reattach it.
Yeah,
That
Heard
is the
that long
thing.
enough.
You wasn't reattaching that bang.
no.
But them locks, you just got somebody
Yeah,
in with
they can do this. That big
That's right
game.
back in.
No, that ain't happening. They had to figure that out. Like, my bad. Toxic behavior as a child, my fault.
I don't think that was toxic behavior. That was what you wanted to look.
I didn't know it was going.
I wanted close hair and long hair.
It's telling somebody what to do with their phone toxic.
Wait a minute, time. It's
I
a
think it's invasive.
Like somebody you fucking
what you mean by time?
Wait.
like Cole, you got Brittany and she calling you and you either working or you with Susan, you doing whatever the fuck, y'all not in a relationship but y'all fucking. Brittany expects you to answer your phone every
Brittany's
time
expectation
she
is to
calls.
go.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
I would clearly.
But that's my opinion.
I would
We was talking to Cole.
Like, how do we carry it? You got niggas and I got bitches. Like, it's real. You got niggas. I got bitches.
Brittany's trying to make it seem like
Like, for real.
it's just you and nothing. She want a whole situation
But
with
the-
you.
But the understanding is that they just fucking, because we had an episode about that too. Was there expectation that they was just fucking? Is that the understanding?
Because there you go.
Well, there you have it. Brittany's asking for too much from someone that is not her possession, property, or interest of love. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Okay.
And even after you become exclusive, like, how do you make that demand? Like, what is the demand on?
For the demand, then is the now we
So the
are
demand
responsible
is
for each other.
Always
So I'm gonna need you to answer this. That's how you do it.
Don't miss no phone calls.
But my thing
We're not responsible for each other.
So,
Don't block me if I'm over calling you.
well, here's my
Did you hear what I said?
because
Y'all funny is.
From the bottom of my heart.
I will delete the fuck out of you in a heartbeat. I don't
Call. Like say
Don't
you,
block
like
me
say
back
you
over.
in the middle of editing or something, and you so laser focused, you like son over there.
I mean, they got a little button on these iPhones that
Beep,
tell you,
beep, beep.
I'll call you back real quick.
They do have do not disturb on the phone now, where
Right.
it's a message like.
And then he called his cousin the three-way you went.
Oh, we ain't doing none of that.
Or
Your cousin's better
call
not
on a
have my
different
number.
number. Or they call on a different number.
We ain't like that for your cousin to be having my number.
Well, let me tell you right now, if I'm not answering you,
We're making you think I'm.
what the fuck make you think I'm answering this unknown situation you call? I'm definitely not answering that.
Right. So then you
Yeah,
end
Carlisa,
up,
I don't know
say you
about
end
my
up blocking like 7 numbers because
I'm not blocking shit. I don't give a fuck enough to block.
I delete. I don't block.
I don't give a
You're
I don't
totally,
care at
you're
all.
totally gone. I don't delete.
I met you like I never met you. You can call this motherfucker if you want to, and I'm gonna answer. Hello. Hello, what?
But the situation with that is,
Like-
like, my thought process with the whole phone situation, and I don't know why I think this way, it's like, if you ain't paying it, you can't say shit about it.
I said,
I'm gonna give you a certain type of respect, but you ain't helping with this shit.
If we have a responsibility to each other, I'm responsible for you, you're responsible for me. you're gonna need to answer this motherfucker because you're gonna what?
Oh, when it gets to that level, if we are responsible for
You
each
don't
other,
know
that is
what's going on.
that is the call. Answer this motherfucker phone because you don't know whether I'm dying, dead, or in your face behind you. You don't know where the fuck I'm at or what I'm doing until you answer this motherfucker phone.
I think we also got to a state of mind too where a lot of people feel like if it's that important, then text me.
Like for instance, what if this is the last thing I can do before this motherfucker choke me out?
So for instance,
And
if
you
I'm
just
at
like,
work,
oh well, this is important. You
if
text
I'm
me.
at work and I work at a job that is like heavy, no cell phones, and you blowing
But you know that going in.
Rihanna said nobody texting in crisis. That's what.
But here's my thing. There's a difference between you being actively on your 9 to 5 and you're on your job, whatever that looks like. I would know that. If we're in a relationship, I would know what your cell phone policy is. I'm not even calling a fucking phone. I'm calling wherever that motherfucking establishment is. Well, excuse me.
Right.
Can I speak to James, please? Excuse me. Can you put Tiana on the phone? Yeah, I need to speak to her immediately.
Right.
That's what that looks like. Because I already have an expectation that I can call on the off chance that you might be on break and you're going to answer. But when you don't answer, I can't be mad. Oh, that's right. They're at work.
Right.
Let me call the job.
Right.
I think that goes too far though because
that might be a little bit of a boundary.
when you work like I work from home. Just because I work from home don't mean that I don't have a boundary.
So then you don't have a
where I
strict
can
no
have my
cell phone policy.
phone. But
You don't got no strict no cell phone policy.
But you can't say that though, because there's a certain type. Hear me out. There's a certain production number that in all jobs you have to make meet. If I'm so consumed with you calling me and being on the phone, now I jeopardize my job. I'm not saying
issue with that.
I'm not saying that that's necessarily
It sounds like a
the case.
valid argument until you consider this. I'm a speakerphone talker for the most part. Unless I know you're about to say
I'm
something
not saying
that's crazy, then seldom is this phone like this on me. Or if I'm in something that's literally personal, where I already know the boundary line is not to have the general community in the call. Otherwise, my phone is almost always on fucking speakerphone. Because I have an auditory issue, so I can't hear that right. So my phone needs to be at its loudest point, which is usually the speakerphone, right? So even if I'm working, I am an entrepreneur. I have a few businesses at this point. I'm working on it. If I'm in a position where me answering is not going to hurt me, it don't take me nothing to slide and hit the speaker. But I'm like, yo, what you doing? I'm in the middle of something, stuff, talk fast, whatever. Right? You understand what I'm saying? If you work from home, you understand what I'm saying? You're just
that's what I'm. Yeah.
So for me to say, well, I work from home, and yeah, your speakerphone works. And if it don't, there's a little button on that phone that says, in a meeting, I'll call you back. It's like 3-4 options before custom that you can hit to let somebody know that you're not just blowing them the fuck off. Now, you're not near your phone. You're away from your phone. If there's significant, you're in the middle of a meeting or a call and you can't answer your phone, you can't even touch that button because you're on camera. They'd be like, then be respectful when you're done and hit the text or whatever. Hey, Siri, text so-and-so. Hey, I'm not ignoring you. I'm at work.
But
that's
so that you fucking.
But see, but that also puts it like, just because I work from home, my job's not fucking important.
That's not what we're saying.
No, I'm just saying that's
not what we're saying.
That could be how that is taken.
But that wasn't the case right now. That was not what we're saying. You got to create an answer.
No. I didn't say that was the case for the scenario. I'm saying that is how someone could feel.
Someone can feel that you're accessible because you're at the house.
But at that point, you're not taking my job.
That's what they're not taking the job seriously. They're taking into account that you have certain liberties when you work from home. You're not obligated to get up and get dressed. All you got to do is log in, click. Sometimes you have to take your job specifically. Sometimes you have to make calls.
Yes,
sometimes you don't. And on the times you don't, you get up and make a sandwich when you want to make a sandwich. You get up and take a piss when you want to get up and take a piss. So when you up making that sandwich, when you up taking that piss.
Oh, I don't. These are not my issues.
Okay, so I'm just bringing up toxic issues that I feel like I've either experienced or that may or may not be going on.
Are you saying from somebody.
We're assuming from somebody, but all right. So,
Do you think not responding is a toxic behavior?
Yes.
Like if somebody's texting you or calling you.
I'm that.
Wait.
I'm hard.
What is the
No.
wait? What is
hurt.
the nature of the relationship? Because if I was your
I mean, like friends, potentially in a relationship. Like,
Let's just say situationship, because the gray area, that's the middle ground. Everybody, even if you're dating someone and there's no commitment, it's technically a situationship.
Is it? No, what's the definition of a situationship? I ain't taking that.
we did
We
that.
made
I know. I need a refresher.
Right, like,
We definitely
But,
had
well,
that part.
anyway, because she about to fry me, but let me break
I don't like that.
I don't know if the definitions
I don't know why put me a 99 in the tree too.
No, we
right,
got
that's what I'm saying.
episode on with that term on here. Like,
Yeah, we did.
Hold on,
had
here we
episode
go.
about that.
A situationship
Yes, ma'am.
is a term used to describe a romantic or intimate relationship that lacks clear definitions or commitments. I ain't know about that.
Okay, so when you're dating, if it's in the early stages, how clear are things?
We dated. That means we go out.
dated.
We spend time together. Period. And I don't mean intimate, sexy time. We converse.
Okay,
We may play a game.
okay,
We may dine. We may take a walk.
all right.
We dating.
So in that sense, how damn, y'all need to be like that.
Like, I was waiting. I'm tuned in.
I'm trying to pull it. You done fucked me up with that damn definition shit.
Because if you don't clean it up, then people take that and make that apply to everybody. It doesn't apply to me. I'm not taking that.
Nothing ever said applies to everybody.
I ain't taking that. But
Yeah,
man, I said it here first to the social like, no, I'm not.
What am I saying? How, girl,
Yup.
I hate this.
Situation.
I know, yeah, but it was, I was going somewhere and all that.
I'm sorry.
With the definition.
You fuck me up.
Because now I'm like, it's
If
like,
you date, you in a situationship. Damn. That's what she said.
That is what she said.
That fucked me clear. I was not taking that. Absolutely not.
yeah.
You might be in one I know.
And that's your
That's
what
the
happened.
That's why.
Right.
And that's why it was important to me to clean that up.
But you might be thinking you're dating someone, but they're like, nah, you a part of the roster.
Motherfucking lie.
How am I part of a roster?
Unknowingly.
I know
All
it be different,
I'm
yeah.
saying is unknowingly. I'm not saying that you're agreeing to any of it.
Well, dating does
I
not
agree with
imply
that.
exclusivity. So that
Right.
may very well be the case. We talked about that too. Dating
Yes.
can be with one or multiple
It's
people.
about y'all establishing what is it.
What it is and what it's like. Like, so
So
for
dating, I
instance,
don't have no
if
clear
somebody
expectation.
calls me their woman or their lady, I need to know what that means. Like,
Oh, hell
what
yeah.
does that mean?
Or I love
for
you like a puppy.
So is the main, is calling somebody a main toxic?
Kid?
Like is that like a toxic manipulation type of
What you
tactic?
mean?
Oh, you my main. Everybody love me, but you my main.
I'm not even having a conversation with somebody.
I'm not entertaining that. No, come on.
That's not even. I'm not even participating. I don't know what that is, but cancel my subscription immediately. It's not even. I'm not even joking at
There's
this
not
point.
road out there.
We talked about this first thing before.
But there's definitely before that.
There is.
See, that's roster, like my main nigga. It's like she was just saying, because Uncle Duke paying the rent, Uncle such and such paying the gas, Uncle such and such paying this. So it's going both
I mean,
sides. So the main
so
one probably
that
don't want to be there, and the other
What
uncle.
I told you somebody said about the both of us a while ago. Somebody said about the both of us, like, oh, y'all got hoes. And I was like, where?
I don't have a single solitary nobody. I don't got a him or her. I don't got a nothing.
Somebody just said that to me again. And I'm like, where? Like, where are these imaginary hoes that I so-called had?
The DM, because they
You
really
can have
think
my
that the
phone
DM
right now and
offers
go
so
through all
much.
And that's what I said.
They
I
physically
about
don't want
that. My phone about driving and driving right now.
Right.
They not.
I believe now you can go back in time on mine.
Mine
Yeah, like, and I just had to say, like, I don't play those games. Like, I have a certain type of loyalty. I don't play those games. Like, if we locked in, ain't no switching up. Like,
well, locked in wouldn't apply to having hoes, now would it?
it sure don't.
Oh, yeah.
I'm neither here nor there. I got nothing going on. Sometimes I wish I did.
Protect your heart having hoes.
I got a lot going on. I can use a little help with. I can use some assistance.
Like we all said, I should tell my motherfucker come squeeze me out.
I can use some shit to do.
Go ahead, how it seem like you playing.
I like to eat. I like to take walks.
That's what I like. I like transparency. I like honesty.
Yeah, I like different. Like I like being honest.
Yeah, like
That's what I was
that honesty and transparency is something. It's different. It's so different.
If you're having sex and potentially,
So we're not locked in, are we fucking?
I'm
out. That's your conversation.
okay, alright, we not hearing it.
I will visit this conversation.
Alright,
I can't do
okay. Because the word transparency really triggered me to back to the question that I wanted.
I will participate in this conversation.
Which is basically, okay, if you're trying to tell somebody, hey, I'm in this space and this is where I'm at, and it doesn't align with your future plans, but you say you want to be with me.
We just talk about what we have.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that person takes that information and keeps asking you questions to get you to change your conversation. Like, it's almost like a pressuring to stay or pressuring
Or making a choice of which you will and will not participate.
But that would give you the option to walk away. Like, if you're not on the same level as me, and this is and you're expecting me to change, and I'm not doing that, now it's my time to.
So now that you gave that speech, they at your door, they at your mama's.
Who's
They
up?
at your work.
They
They trying
knocking alone. I'm trying to lights. We're not here.
You their girlfriend, and you didn't already stepped away.
I think there's some strange going on.
No, there's not. Because I'm not even acknowledging it. And you know, I done been there with somebody begging on mine. I'm calling people like, so now, if I respond.
Yes!
On my porch. Am I the bad guy? They like, don't respond. You sure? Because
that's really what it is.
I got this dog in here that been looking.
They will disappear. Hopefully. That's the hope. Hopefully they'll take the picture and be like, oh, if you really don't fuck me now,
ain't coming out this door.
Then they move on.
Not.
So, I mean, I don't know.
I can't hear you.
Your alleged situation or somebody else's alleged situation.
It's just alleged. I didn't even want to say
That's some nutball.
Not at my door. And if you are at my door, you're not at my door.
Answer your mom's house in the job. What if my mom don't even know about you, cuz? What are you doing? Like, that's crazy.
I know you ain't answering your door for strangers, Mom.
Insane. And you don't want to go to my mom's house because she's about to
every time you try to say something, they all say it's in the name of love. I just love it.
Is that the type of love you want? What is your answer? Filled with what?
Yeah, I mean, it's
love
not
me like what? Like what that mean?
Like it seems like by definition of love is two different things because we all have different definitions of love. Absolutely. Like, so how I look at it.
No.
How I look at it. There's a real difference between loving something and being in love with something, in my opinion.
And there is.
A big fact of
which is why
people do not know how to let go. You know what I mean? There's a certain amount of people. Hold up, you look. I
Right. I'm like, you're not even in that. You ain't in that category.
Like my thing is like, I do think I'm joking. I really asked that. Like,
It's just like, are you in love with the essence of me and what I can bring to the
I didn't
table? Or
answer.
you in love with
What that
me?
mean?
Or you really in love with me? Give me a characteristic.
You said in love with fuckers.
But I think it's to the point where
I admire all you progressive people.
it's to the point where
These are real ass conversations.
yeah,
Though.
the person who is trying to be transparent.
That's a release. Like sexuality is done right. Like,
But see, I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, so if it's so healthy,
like that's a fact too. Like,
if it's so healthy, then the person who wants to be with that person, or other person is trying to basically fade out. Is it still healthy to have sex with that person?
Hell no.
It's mutual. It's consent.
That's how
It's
people
when it's
get
not
killed.
like hurting other people.
Well, whoever is hypothetically about,
Like
better watch
it
this
just,
show.
it just sounds like a lot of manipulation and gaslighting in whatever situation the situation is. It sounds very manipulative. I'm not sure. But I definitely would have to watch that situation. But again, like I said, I be having my own situation that I've been eating and watching myself, so I really can't tell people shit. Like I said earlier, I don't know what type of situation. I might be single, I might be taken, I just might be. Listen, I don't know, bro. Wow. It's super wild. Super.
And it's wild not to know. At least, like, even if it's just, okay, we in a middle ground, at least you know it's a middle ground and you can do whatever you want.
There's no middle ground. Like, we gonna have these conversations and we gonna get everything out.
We're either in a relationship or we're not. And until such time that you make it clear to me and we are on the exact same page, I'm gonna say, well, I'm gonna talk about. I don't know what
Girl,
you talking about.
the shade is so light.
Listen,
I don't know what you're talking about.
listen.
Yeah, don't matter.
You don't know me.
Don't know what to call it.
Somebody bought it.
Listen. Hey, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's common as hell. Life is crazy then.
That's crazy.
You go anywhere, you're like, that's fucked up. And I ain't saying I partake it, I just acknowledge this shit. I can just speak on it openly. Like, I know life ain't in no box. People you think is the nicest, the shadiest, kept those motherfuckers. People you think shady, but they might not got the food. They really help the motherfucker. They made them with some shit. So I just realized you can't just judge shit in a circle, but I know it's all going on.
Prostitute is interesting.
Indeed, it was. It was very informative. I mean, it was enlightening to me. I don't know how get closer and closer to being a cat lady every day.
Hey,
I mean, you should be.
but that's just it's like again like
The risk your heart or don't. That's the bottom line.
It's not the risk of the heart that frightens me. It's the journey to get to the risk. That's the part that I'm having trouble with. On both sides. I can't be in either pool seemingly safely. Like, and it's like, oh, no,
but that goes back to what I asked.
I was just gonna like it. They're like, oh, the day
what happens if you
Liquid
open
shit.
up and be in those situations and like the communication is good, all these things are adding up to what could potentially be a good relationship, but then that person does some fuck shit and you're like, I can't even deal now. Like you just did too much.
You open up and start exchanging the info.
But then, so
talking, now you open up to this person's energy. So that's what the person really not supposed to be. It's like you made that contact. They say with spirits and all that. You gotta be accepting and open to it before you have. You gotta believe some shit. That's how.
So I was talking to somebody and they did some fuck shit. But again, I don't hold grudges. Like they were like, you know, I want to apologize. I was like, I forgave that when it happened. like, y'all, I guess gonna happen. Some fuck shit's gonna happen. So, once that happened, and they were talking to me, they were like, "You don't seem the same." And I'm like, "Well, how the fuck am I supposed to sing?"
You're not going to ever.
Yeah, like, how the fuck am I saying? Like, you sound like you're like standoffish, or you don't really have the time for the conversation. It's not that I don't have the time for the. It's not that I don't have the time for the conversation. It's where we want to bring into the conversation differently this time to make the situation different.
Right.
The problem with that for me, because people, like I said, people want you to forgive and on time, but ultimately, for me, forgiveness is bullshit. First of all, I'll just put that on the table. For me, forgiveness is bullshit. It's an unnecessary thing that people convince themselves is so necessary for evolution.
It's for themselves.
And it is absolutely
Never
the
for
fuck not.
nobody.
Forgiving you or not,
Yeah.
my life is still moving forward. There's nothing that can keep me stagnant in one space. I mean, this is not concrete. I'm not
When
anchored
you
into it.
I
So
truly
for
ask when you
me-
ask for forgiveness, you're just really trying to cleanse your internal.
I'm cleansed. Peace. You see what I'm saying? So you're not a factor any fucking more. Clean. You're not here. I threw that away. It's gone. I can't speak for nobody else. Carlisa. So there's no need for me to say, oh, I forgive you. We're all forgiven. Because who gives a fuck? Like, for what? What does that mean? Then does that mean that you can now come into my space and potentially fuck up again? Because no, the fuck it does not.
Right.
Whatever that was, if it was something big enough for me that I was like, you understand me? There's no backseat. I did you like there's no refunds, returns, or
Is that how you
exchanges.
feel if you
Go
got married?
on. You cool, high, bye. There's no space here for you anymore.
Do you feel the same way if you were married? Because I know that's kind of the mindset
So,
that you have.
like, when I was married, there was an understanding going into that marriage that the only way out of that relationship was in a casket. That was the understanding going in. Divorce was never, ever, ever on the tables. But also understanding that when you get married, 9 times out of 10, you stand before some type of officiant and you promise to love this person for better or worse, in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, forsaking all others, till death do you part. You do not get to decide what worse looks like. You don't get to decide what sickness looks like. You don't get to decide what poor looks like. You don't get to make that discernment or that determination. So, for me, whatever he did once we was married was for us to figure out how to navigate forward. Whatever I did.
So that's when your forgiveness boundary softened after marriage.
It wasn't about.
You had to forgive.
It was never about forgiveness. It was about just continuously moving forward.
Absolutely.
You did it. Be worried. Because we don't know what that get back look like.
Right.
So you go around, you know how that went. You don't know. You don't know what I'm about to do. You don't know what this looks like for us tomorrow, the next day, a year from now, 6 months from now. Remember, I told you that there was a whole affair that took place. And his bitch became our bitch. She's ours now. She belonged to us. It wasn't about forgiveness. It was about redefining what this looks like in this moment right now. In this season, it looks like this. Next season, it'll look a little different. We don't know. But what we do know is that when we walk into it, we gonna still be married. We may be happy, we may be sad, we may be mad. But we gonna be married.
And I respect that. That's why I say, wrong answers. Because I like you good. But a lot of people might be like, once you married and somebody cheat, that's the reason you can get divorced. Because cheating is divorce ground words or something. Somebody might think they found out wrong we made. I'm leaving. And like I went stick. You know what I mean? But I like the way you
really
handle it.
a vehicle for the United States for real. Because you don't ever hear about divorce after arranged marriages or something like that over it.
That's absolutely. I mean, I'm just talking about back in the day. If you when divorce wasn't created. I was looking at divorce rates. The United States is not the place that has the highest divorce rate.
It was out in the U.S. Oh, you've been under European country.
I don't think so.
Sure.
I think it's the UK.
I was going to respond, but we
That's
just talk
red,
religion.
red.
on this
It's
motherfucking
red, red, and
British. Yeah.
red and yellow. Whoever is red and yellow.
Red and yellow.
Sorry.
That's, I think that's Gambia or Nigeria.
That's what it was.
China, yeah, okay, China. Yeah, because they got way more people.
Oh no, China found so you could end their marriage and divorce is real fast at like the courthouse or whatever
See,
it's
I would have
called.
never knew that. Honestly.
Yeah, you walk right in. You get this passport, look at thing, married, you divorce, you sign a couple papers, you go in, you get your little passport back, and off you go. Allegedly, I don't know.
That's what it was. Like that's
Allegedly,
where
I wasn't
seen
there.
that.
I mean, that's what I heard. That's what I've seen in a couple shows or something. That's how the marriage and divorce works. There's real
That makes sense.
boom, boom, boom with it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna give you
So
50 million. We're gonna cut this divorce. Bitch, you go your way. I'm gonna go mine, or vice versa.
See, now that's different reasons though, trying to compare it to American family. Because American people really marry for love. They going in and out of the agreement, so that's
A
supposed
lot
to
of the
compare
time,
them to.
correct, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Because
that's
culturally,
skewed.
that is what you're supposed to do.
Mhm.
And that's we talked
Here
about
it
that
is.
on polyamory and polygamy and stuff. We did that episode. We talked about the cultural differences and expectations therein, and why certain things are normal in certain cultures.
So
People try to
Portugal
write that shit and make it more
has the
salacious than
highest
it is.
divorce rate.
Portugal, it is
94%. 94% Portugal.
94.
94%.
I don't know nothing about Portugal.
Oh,
We're at 45%.
Yeah, about 50.
Don't marry no Portugal
So that
man.
means one out of every two motherfuckers is divorced. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
so it's Portugal then Spain. Spain is at 85.
But I guess you could look at that half cup full though instead of
Isn't,
having empty.
isn't Portugal
50%
in
divorce
Spain?
rate.
Huh?
Isn't Portugal in Spain?
I think it's a Spanish girl.
You guys are too many different geography questions.
I
Just keep
like
opening these tabs. I'm just tab.
signs.
Tab 3 at this point.
I like Jim. So.
I like
Hey, yeah.
geography and history.
That's why you hit with them questions. Listen, I don't got time to throw it out.
Oh, shit.
I know anybody.
Here you go.
It's on the southwest of the Iberian Peninsula, bordering Spain to the northeast.
So her
But
girl.
it's a
It's a country on its own, but bordering Spain.
it's in southern Europe.
Okay.
But
So it's bordering Spain, but it's not in Spain.
the Iberian Peninsula, bordering Spain to the north and east.
Here you go.
Now we done got your geography lesson in for that.
Right.
You got anything else you want to talk about as far as time?
Come on, Angel, spill it, because I know there's a lot on your mind. You come here with them wheels. Turning.
They flicking.
Let me see. I mean, I don't think I can answer that question.
No, you can ask that question on here. What?
Go for it.
Go for it. We are at go for it stage right now.
Alright, so, okay. Woo!
We should have asked for the anonymous questions.
I want to know, what are your thoughts of someone marrying someone that does not or doesn't show that they can support themselves?
That's stupid.
Wait times.
But there's gonna be a lot to it.
What is it
Wait
meant
times.
to showing that they're not self-sufficient? Is that the word?
Is that what you're trying to say?
Like you know that they have the capabilities of taking care of themselves to the fullest extent of their love, but they just don't. I mean, and they get whatever they want. They can get whatever they want because of this. They can live in a certain way, however they want, off of that situation. And they know, like, if they move out on their own, it's gonna be worse. So they waiting to be with, like, it's almost like a homosexual, but not really.
What's what that sound like?
It's almost like a homosexual, but not
I'm
really.
scared to say, because I don't want to say somebody like, no, I want to talk about them, but them too. Yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah.
It's like I ate the big word. Right.
That's what they like.
When I say codependent,
That's what they put up with.
when I say codependent,
Because I feel like there is such a big shift with women moving into the masculine role of working more and men moving into the more feminine role of staying at home, playing the 2K, cleaning up,
Sprinkle.
and stuff like that word.
I also think the women's too masculine and the men are too feminine today.
Yes. So overall, so with that being said, the man is. Think about it.
I think they're about this all the time with so many different people.
If he was a woman, no one would bat an eye. She's getting help. She's getting taken care of. They help.
Why is it taboo for men to get help?
Yeah. Yes.
Why? I need to. Here's what's crazy. I just had the conversation with my brother, which is going to go into another topic that we're going to have another day. We're going to talk about fatherhood and things of that nature. But he and I had a conversation where he literally said something like, it's more acceptable, there's more things out there to help. But why is it so taboo for men to get help? Why? Why is that something that we force on? I'm not saying that they have to be a full-blown dependent, but what I am saying is, why is that taboo for men to need and be able to accept help?
I think it's upbringing.
It's supposed to be.
That's why men feel like they cannot make up. He don't talk to me. He don't show no emotion. That's why. That's not cool.
So I think it's like as far as that, it's upbringing and basically lack of information. What you don't know. So as a man, if I don't know, I can go to the county assistant's office and get help.
That's not what I mean. It is frowned upon for men to do that, and I want to know why that's taboo. Why is it so taboo for men to need and accept?
I'm gonna be honest. The person don't need them.
I'm not saying that person.
No.
Maybe what that person lacks is a certain level of belief in self. What may seem like complacency, right? Because I'm assuming that's what it's coming across as. I'm making an assumption. It's coming across as they're a complacent individual. And maybe that comes from a lack of confidence. Maybe that they put on a good front, like they got it all figured out. But maybe what that really is a lack of confidence. They've never had someone to stand behind them and say, you can do it. Or don't do this, I got you. If you stumble, I will catch you.
It could be a sense of
so why put forth the effort if I feel like if I fall, I'm going to fall flat?
It could be a sense of spoiledness. Like, so I'm going to get into like stuff that I could kind of speak on because I've experienced it.
It is.
For a man, like for instance, if a man is raised by women, predominantly women, and they're spoiled, that they think that that's the behavior that's supposed to be carried on. So when they hop into a relationship, if they have a woman that is nurturing like grandma or nurturing like auntie, that's the expectation.
Right.
So when that expectation stops, and homegirl over here can still give me this expectation, I'm gonna wait until this situation dies down.
That's gonna work until the right piece of plantain get a hold of him, and then he's gonna be a whole new brother. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because what you won't do, you will do for somebody that's hitting you in all the right places.
Right.
So you understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that started out this way. You're like, damn, all I asked you to do was get a job, Jane, and now you get with Tina, and all of a sudden, you working 3 jobs. What Tina got? Tina fed his ambition.
Don't do things in the beginning that you're not willing to uphold later on. I always hear that. Like don't wash my back in the shower and take a shower with me if you ain't gonna take a shower and wash my back every single time.
Damn. You can't get a backwash. You can't get the little stretchy loop for the
You can't do like this. You can't hit the. You can't hit the wash rag like this, bro.
They got the little loop with the handles on it. You just.
Yeah, like you can't. Every time.
I mean, if that's.
You ain't ever fall in the shower and bump your head when you in there with somebody like.
I can't. No. Why did he touch me?
Did he die?
No, I never done that. You don't now have questions. He just let you fall.
You go first of all.
You know how is that going to
I'm not falling over for work.
Hey, I don't even want to talk about this bullshit. What is this crazy?
Hey,
But I like to share about myself.
Every time, though.
But okay, so that's just an example. Okay, but
I get the point you're trying to make.
hold on. Apply that.
But that goes to the representative
If
versus
you're not
the real
consistent,
person.
then you're fucking.
Cole talked about that.
If you're not consistent on this, then there's someone else. And it's never just your mind and you just want to
lack of
change
consistency
yourself.
means there's another person.
So sometimes men do think that. Sometimes men, anything that switches off the way
sometimes it could be that though, but it's both ways, not man. Women, if you're
You got to have a level of
significant
intellect
other,
to
you
come back
can
because I'm not participating in that fuckery at all. But number one,
So
if it
for
that,
me,
like,
I think that's
you don't want to
something
get it, must be somebody
Like,
else.
I'm gonna think if there's somebody else in the beginning, but if you
Or you've done something to turn me off from that action. It just can't be you, huh?
No, like, so if it switches up, like I'm not automatically gonna be like, oh, you cheating. Like I'm gonna put a lot of things into perspective because we've been around each other. Like life changed, shit different.
Like,
You want to
okay,
ask a question?
you be like
I
Monday.
noticed
You be like Monday.
that all
I'm
of a
gonna go
sudden
work
you don't
out.
like to do that anymore.
And you're not doing nothing, but you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
This is why
When I
should be fucked up. Everybody
when I
assuming
add
if
that
I
to
ask
is when I add that to is when somebody's like that, I feel like that's like a sense of insecurity within them.
I don't got time for this again.
So
why you get home 3 hours after work now? For the first 2 years, you got home an hour after work.
That type shit.
but that deserves
I'm asking though.
No.
Yeah, I
So
don't know why.
there's two things that happen.
Why is the cycle
But you knew that she had this extra little stop to make every week now, and she talked to you about it a couple
Yeah,
months
that's
ago.
different. Yeah,
That's different.
You know what I mean?
Like if she communicated that you had the ability to go and see.
Yeah.
I'm stopping at the nail salon every third Thursday of the month, so I'm going to be a few hours late. No, you know where the nail salon at, pull up.
But if you're locked,
Surprise or pick a color.
if you're
Pick a
locked
design.
into a relationship, people do have patterns and things do change. So if I'm down with my person like that, I'ma already know. Oh, you came home 3 hours late because you was sitting with your grandma, or you was at the school, or you had a flat
You got
tire.
never in the core.
The best way to do it is to just ask.
That's when you be blinded by
Have the conversation.
They doing everything.
Why is it so hard to have a conversation? Like,
Because motherfuckers lie.
to give them that opportunity to rise to the occasion or fail.
Yep.
Give that person the opportunity to rise or fall. Period, point blank. Ask, hey. Why all of a sudden, well, like, because for all you know what I'm saying? Like we was talking about the shower thing, for example. And all of a sudden, you don't want to get in the shower with you. Now, you know, women, we like trying new shit all the time. Maybe he's allergic to hibiscus. And all of a sudden, you use a hibiscus soap, and you're like, ooh. Ooh. And instead of just saying, baby, your soap stink, I'm just not getting in the tub.
Right.
Like, you got that. But you ever assuming, must be Keisha. You don't want to wash my back. Or, hey, babe, I know this is family. You don't like being in the bathroom with me when I'm taking a shower. Is everything okay? You good? Like, what's up? And let him tell you, like, I didn't want to say that. That new peach hibiscus soap you using.
But again,
I ain't gonna do it for me, babe.
it comes to a certain
Ain't gonna do
level
it.
of honesty and loyalty. Like, how loyal is this person to you to be honest enough with you to be transparent to deliver whatever news they gotta deliver?
Sometimes I'm lying about disloyalty.
Well, okay.
That's a
What if you've been with somebody so long? It's almost like the boy that cried wolf. Like, oh, I love you, but playing in your face. It ain't really like that. Oh, I love you, playing in the face. Oh, I love you, playing in the face.
Well, how many times somebody gotta do that before it's enough for you?
Right. And then come in.
You
Now,
got
I
one
guess,
good one with me.
I guess they not playing in the face, but then now and then the person who's been told this is like, nah, I'm good. Like, door shut. Like, I gave you, because you forgive and you give chances and you think people gonna change or, you know what I'm saying?
It's just like, when is enough enough?
Somebody tell you who they
You
are.
have to decide
Leave
when
them the
enough
first
is enough. Like, you gotta decide when that is. Can't nobody decide that for you. Like, we're all individual people. Like, this is what it means to you. So it's like, at what point are you going to get burnt out enough to be like, you know what? Or that person will get burnt out enough to be like, I can't. Like, I get that you love me, but I can't be in this place.
Right.
I can't be in the world of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Like, I can't be in this.
Right. See what other crazy shit I can find.
We got,
We over 2 hours at this point, so we can go ahead.
we can close out.
Cole, what you got going on, baby? Case you want the people to know about Follow?
Mr. Poetry. We be having the ladies falling out.
July 13th next month, Emotions Lounge, Girls vs. Guys, spoken word spectacular. I'm speaking on everything, relationships. I got all the hand selected poets I want, so that's gonna be a great show. Tomorrow on Sheboard, we got a poetry competition against like 15 other poets from the country. Y'all gonna submit a video from 1 to 8 p.m. Gonna get some cash prize, top three places. I finished 4th the first time I did it out of 15, so I'm guaranteeing a first. I ain't get the money out for it.
That's all right.
You top 5? You in the top 5?
2 not a winner, 3 nobody remember.
Oh, damn.
I gotta get up in there, so I'm gonna get first tomorrow.
Did you got Summer Johnstone too? Or is that
I did that. I did Juneteenth last time.
Ohio? That's over too?
No, I did now on Ohio Saturday to put on in Cleveland. Me and Wine and Poetry, shout out to Wine and Poetry too. It's like 6 of us from Pittsburgh. We're gonna go represent the Steel City and Cleveland Brown Town, you know what I mean? But they welcome us with all love, you know what I mean? We bridging the gap. So it's out of all love for real.
Right. Yes.
Got a lot going on. And I'm having a month. I got a lot.
Tom's here too. Trying to get on food.
On the north side?
That's what I was going to say, but I'm always more detailed. It's going to be right here. Hi, what's up with you? Yeah. Yeah.
Angel, what you got going on with you back? You have anything going on that people need to know about? They need to follow your business, anything?
I ain't got a goddamn thing going on but motherfucking rent. If you catch an Uber, you might see me. How about that?
Oh.
Like, other than that, no, I'm out here in these streets.
You
not
on these main
not
streets?
the hood way.
I heard that. CT?
I always gotta pull out this phone because I don't ever remember shit. Supposed to be, wait, what's today?
Thursday.
20th.
Yeah.
So Jew is performing at Johnstown Crab on Saturday, so I have to do that.
Okay.
The Who's Who in the 412, Icy Bizzo, 42 Dugga, and Chicken P. Supposed to be going to that on Saturday. If you need tickets, hit me up. I'll get you in the right direction for tickets for that. What else I got going on? Summer Jam at the end of the month, June 28th. Pittsburgh Summer Jam and movie shoot at Insomnia. Doing that as well.
Movie shoot?
Yeah, they're doing a movie shoot, as well as like a showcase. June 28th. You want a Chris Brown concert? Sunday.
You got taking pictures with it?
I mean, I wish I could have done a meet and greet.
That is
sold the fuck out.
$1,000.
Listen.
$1,000 for a picture. I heard
It's not just for a picture, though. It's not just for a
I
picture.
mean, yeah, no,
Everybody,
it's
like he, from what I hear, like he really takes time out and talks to you. Yeah, like kick it with you and shit. Like ask about your moms and shit. So.
Man, if I'm paying Chris Brown $1,200 for a picture, I'm fucking.
Oh, no.
This just is what it is.
Yep.
That's right.
I am getting
That's
some
right.
of that dick.
The house.
Okay.
I ain't never gave a man that much motherfucking money in my motherfucking life. So I better get the. He better lick. It's better than
What?
Yeah. So Summer Jam, Summerfest up in Erie. Sexy Red, Young Jeezy, Rob 49. That'll be July 19th.
That's in Pittsburgh.
It's in Erie. You want
What that lineup again?
Sexy Red, Jeezy, Newski, Rob 49, and a couple other motherfuckers I really don't know. People might know.
Jeezy and Sexy Red gonna bring them out.
But if you need tickets for that, get at me. I'll put you in the right
What's
direction.
that?
July 19th. Okay. So other than that, Stone After Dark is going to be in July 20th. I think that's
What's that?
It's a performance thing, like people perform. I always check out my Facebook. I always post what's going on or what I'm doing. Also, there's the 29th of this month for your kids, and Mount Sam is on July 13th at Gateway. Also, same situation. If it is sold out, so get your kid up here. They're not really in the practice of pushing kids away to make it work. Other than that, kicking them ticket.
Well, I don't really have anything public going on. As mentioned on the end of the last episode, my son does have a journal published on Amazon called My Voice, Your Voice Matters. His name is Jamari Turner. So if you type in his name, Jamari Turner, then his book will come up and you can get it off of Amazon. The purpose of the journal is for children's mental health, but anybody can use it really. The pages on the inside say, I wish they seen or wish they heard. So it's for children to get comfortable in advocating for themselves, but in a safe space where they can write it out and then share it with a trusted adult so that you're in tune on what your child or a child under your care is feeling, thinking, or experiencing. Also, if you're into women's sports, the Steel City Kickers has women's kickball on Sundays at Ammon, so you can go and check that out. If you're into cigars, we got the Nobleman. Come on down to the Nobleman, get you a cigar and a beverage of your choosing, and maybe some cool food, from Mama's Kitchen. That's something you can do as well.
Can I speak on the Jamari's book? So as far as the journal, I do like to stress that that's not just for kids, it's definitely for adults. And that's actually, like, if you're a thinker and a writer, that's something that you can look back on, or potentially not saying that anything is going to happen to you. If something does happen to you, it's something that your family can look back on to know what you're feeling at certain times.
True. But that brings us to the end of this episode of the Social Flex and Toxic, huh? What?
What the dick?
What's the dip? What's the dip?
Yeah.
What's the dip up? What's the dip? What's the dip?
So that brings us to the end of this episode of the Social Flex, where we discussed Toxic Part 2. If you enjoyed it, reach out to us if you want us to do it again. If you have an episode that we haven't tackled that you want us to tackle, or anything you want us to address, you want to send us a story that you want told, but you want it told anonymously, we cool with that too. You can submit it to us. We will read it. And we will discuss it.
Word.
And you can sign it however you want to sign it.
Strawberry letter.
Yeah, absolutely.
All that.
All of that. We would all.
We're going to call it the Flex Files, Submit it. Next week, we are going to tackle child support.
Oh, no, please Please.
Everyone
I'm going to child support next week.
scratch in the head, and I gotta.
Please, I'm going next week. We talking about a father.
Oh, you save it for the show.
Oh,
Save it for the show.
So next week and also July 11th, because we are taking July 4th off, we are going to tackle the topic of child support. So if you or someone you know wants to tap in on that topic, they can join the panel, reach out to myself or Sierra Tompkins or the Social Flex group. If you want to tune in and engage with us that way, you're welcome. If you want to submit a child support story anonymously, you can do that too. We are accepting all submissions.
It gotta be readable though.
It definitely got to be readable. Get your spell check, get Grammarly, you know, get downloaded. It's
So
free.
some of the stuff that
don't
had to be like,
don't text type. Don't text
we had
type.
to be like, what this say?
Proofread it, put it in Grammarly, let Grammarly clean it up for you a little bit.
IDKTUH.
So we'll do that. So thank you for tuning in and hanging with us.
And here at the Social Flex, we always want to remind you to be blessed and a blessing. You never know who you can touch.